So just fast overview we are going to take. So yesterday we have started our batch for the data analyst. It is just simply introduction session. So in the first session yesterday we have seen that what is our course, okay? What will be our curriculum, how we are going to start, which course we will finish first, then what will be the path for the data analyst, how I can help you for this course. So I'm taking assignments, then test for each and every course curriculum. Then I will also help you for the interviews, how to crack the interviews. I will support you the whatever the questions, what will be the expected question on the particular topic. That all questions we are going to cover in this sessions. Okay. So now also we have seen in SQL side, yesterday we have started the SQL, basic SQL. What is the data, right? Why we require the data, why data is having a lots of importance. What is the data warehouse? What is the difference between database and data warehouse? So yesterday we have seen these points. Okay. Suppose anyone who has missed yesterday's session, don't worry. Recordings are available, guys. And if any points, suppose some people are freshers or new in today's session. So if you have any issue, don't worry. I will again taking a revision for you guys. Okay. So don't worry. So today we will start the session number 2. Okay. Now, so in the second session, we are directly go for the commands, for the SQL commands. So what are the SQL commands? What is meant by SQL commands? Guys, in the SQL, in the SQL parts, there are certain commands which are important for the creating a table, creating a database, how to create a database, how to create a table, how to insert the data into the table, how to update the data, how to delete the data, how to delete the rows, and certain questions also, interview questions will be asked on the basis of these commands. So we are going to cover these points. Okay, these are very, very simple. Don't worry. Okay, so there are total 5 commands, guys. Okay, first is the DDL command. Okay, then second is the your DML command. Right? Third one is your DQL. Then fourth one is your TCL and then DCL. So what is this? What is meant by command first? So commands is simply the instructions. It are the simply the instructions which are helpful for the communication with the database. Right? Means what? For example, you have to create new table or new database in the database. So you can't tell, right, in Marathi or in English or in Hindi, hey database, create one table. Database are not understanding Hindi or Marathi or English, right? It will understand their language. That is a SQL, right? It is a SQL. What is meant by SQL? We are telling continuously SQL. But what is the SQL? SQL is a structured query language. Means what? In this SQL, in this structured query language, it will consist of smaller queries. Queries in the sense, it's nothing but a code. It is a syntax. There are certain syntax for each and every SQL commands. So these 5 types of commands are there. SQL commands are there. Okay. These are the 5 types. Sometimes interviewer will be asked, what are the types of SQL commands? So you can simply tell them this is the DDL, DML, DQL, TCL, and DCL. So first we will start from the DDL. Okay. Now, what is a DDL? So it is a data definition language. Data definition language means in this, in the DDL, which define the data or which define the data types, that is your DDL. So what are the data definition language? So it is a create, okay, drop, then truncate and alter. So these are the, one more is there, rename, but it is useful for the Oracle, not for Microsoft SQL Server. This is only for Oracle, not in MS SQL Server. So just now I told you, right? Oracle, MS SQL Server. First, we will see what is the Oracle, what is the MS SQL Server. So I will give you rough idea. It is very short idea. So for SQL query, we have to use software where you can write a SQL query, right? For example, for Python, we have to use a Jupyter Notebook. That is one software where you can write a Python code. For C, you know, right? For C, CPP, what you have to use a software, it is a Turbo C, right? Like that, for the SQL query, we have to use MS SQL Server. What is the MS? Microsoft SQL Server. Microsoft SQL Server. You have to download. It is a freely available. You don't have to purchase any paid version for the SQL Server. It is a free only. It is available on Google. It is a free version. In whole syllabus, you no need to pay anything, a single rupees also. Okay. So this is a Microsoft SQL Server. Second, there is a competitor for the SQL Server. It is a MyBench or Oracle. It is the same. It is the same company. MyBench is also from Oracle. You can use Oracle itself. Oracle, MyBench, it's same one. MyBench is from Oracle only. So normally these two are mostly used. But among these, I can tell you 90% companies are using Microsoft SQL Server. Only 5 to 7% are using this, and rest is IBM is a DB2 and all. IBM also having a database. So it is a IBM data 2, DB2. So this is very rarely used, very means some people's only, some companies only. So most of the companies are used Microsoft SQL Server. Why? This is something costly. This is a very costly, guys. But Microsoft SQL Server is easily available on the Google. It is a free versions available on the Google. So more, and paid version is also available, but it is not that much costly as compared to Oracle. So Microsoft SQL Server is freely available, and most of the company are using the Microsoft SQL Server. So in my laptop, it is already available. So I'll let me show you that how it is, how it's the software. See, SQL Server Management Studio. SQL Server Management Studio. Let me show you. It is loading. Allow me 2 minutes. Yeah, it's there. So see, this is your Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. I hope you got it. Okay. So this is your Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. See, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. In this MS SQL Server or Microsoft SQL Server, this is the database. If you drop down it, you will get the list of the available database. This is your database, whatever the database available. Suppose you have written any query, you have to execute it. You can simply select the query and you can simply execute it. This is the comment section and this is the object explorer. Every time, whenever you are creating a database or table, it will show under this. So first of all, what is this? This is a server. Desktop -kb kra by. What is this? This is a server. This is the internal server. Whenever you want to install the Microsoft SQL Server, this point we will cover. Don't worry. How we have to install the MS SQL. So installation part I'm taking. So for the MS SQL, you have to download two software. Download two software. It is easily available. Don't worry. I will show you also. So first is a SSMS. What is SSMS? SQL Server Management Studio. Okay. This first software you have to download from the Google. You need to download. Normally download SSMS above 19 version 2019. Don't download old one. Generally, you have to download SSMS above 2019. 2022 also available. So try to download latest version. Okay. Try to download a latest version. It is a 22 available, right? Then what is the second? Second, you have to download a SQL Server. If you download only SSMS and if you are not downloading this one, you will not able to get this screen. Most of the people doing such a mistake that they are just downloading SSMS, but they are not downloading SQL query. So what happened? Whenever they are going to connect for the server, they are not able to see this server name because they have to download a SQL Server. SQL Server. If you download a 2019, then you have to download 2019 only. SQL Server is also for 2019. If you download 2019 and if you download this 2022, that is also okay. That is not an issue. But if you download 2019 and if you download this 2017, it will give the issue. Not now, but in future, it definitely it will give the issue. So what you have to do, if you download the SSMS for 2019, you have to download for SQL Server 2019 only. If you download it for 2022, then you have to download 2022. Same version. Okay, got it? So this is the installation. So in next session, guys, please try to download this software because we need to make a practice. Because after I'm clearing your doubts and clearing the concepts, I will ask you, though it is an online batch, I will ask you to share your screen. I will ask anybody, kindly share your screen and show how you have written a query. Because you will not feel that you are taking an online class. This is same as a face-to-face. Anyone, I will simply ask randomly, XYZ person, please share your screen, show me how you have written the query. So what happened? It will be a two-way communication and it is helpful for you also. If you have any doubt, I will stop my teaching and will clarify your doubt. Okay, that is my learning style. So first thing, you have to install the SQL Server. I hope this clear, guys. What you have to do for SQL, you have to download a SSMS, any version 2019 or 2022, anyone. No need to download both, anyone 2019 or 22, and then you have to download this SQL Server 2019 or 22. Once you download this, you can able to see the screen. Most of the people, what they are doing, they are downloading everything, okay, and they are not clicking here this checkbox. What you have to do, guys, you have to, this server name automatically coming there, you no need to do anything. You have to simply click on this checkbox and simply click on the connect. When you click on the connect, it will show, see, this is the let me see, this is a what I am saying, green arrow. I hope it is visible to you. So this what it is showing. It is showing that your server is connected. If you expand this, if you click on this plus sign, if you expand this, you can see the different components. What are the components you will see? The database, security, server object, replication, polybase, availability, management, integration, service catalog. Okay, so these two we will see in the ETL. That is another course. It is for the extract, transform, and load. Okay, but now now you have to focus on this thing, database. When you expand the database, you will see the list of the database which is available on your system. So Vishal, Varsha, Swami, SSHDB. This one I have created. This Swami, Varsha, Vishal. SSHDB is already there by system because I have installed the Visual Studio because of my another course. So Swami, Varsha, Vishal, this database I have created. So you will you sometimes you will ask, sir, how you know this you are created? Because whatever the system created database that is available in the system database. See here, master, model, MSDB, temporary DB, temp DB. So if you click on the master, you can see the all the tables. See here, tables, views, programmability, store procedures are available also in this programmability. So these all we are going to cover. Don't worry. For now, we have to see this the introduction. In database, we in the database, it will cover the tables, views, programmability, service broker, storage, and security. Now, this is all about the short introduction of the MS SQL Server Management Studio. I hope it is clear, guys. Any doubt in this? Should I move ahead?
One question. Will you, at the end of the class, will you give us the links from which we can download these softwares?
Let me share my screen. Okay. So see, yeah, if you want, I can share the in chat right now also. There is no issue.
Please share us whichever is in practice right now and whichever is mostly available in the market. So please send us the links of those softwares, and so that it will be easier for us to download.
Don't worry, I will share. So see, download a SSMS. So this is the SQL Server Management Studio. I'm just
Mhm.
copying it and yeah, here only.
20.2 release number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me share this. Okay. I will share, there is some technical issue. I will share you
Mhm.
also. After the class, I will share you in the WhatsApp. Don't worry.
Okay,
Yeah.
and one more question. You said 1 month we will work on SQL and other month we will work on Python. So first we have to download only this Microsoft SQL Server. Then when we are done with that, then only we will proceed to the Python, or we have to download both of them together and we can work on them simultaneously. What is your suggestion? What is your take on that?
Yeah. So what I'll suggest you, no need to download Power BI or Python for time being now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
First, we will
Mhm.
download for the SQL. It is a SQL
Mhm.
Server Management Studio and SQL Server. These two software right now. It is very
Mhm.
essential.
Mhm.
After completion of SQL, I will tell you which software we are using for the Power BI. It is very small software. I will tell you how to download and all. Because if I tell you now, right now, please download all the software, it will
Mhm.
means in your laptop, you will also confuse, and suppose sometimes the people having very older version of laptops, and it will give the
Mhm.
problem. So
So, one more thing. So, how much memory do we need to at least software for Microsoft, this MySQL software and Python, both of them, minimum how much memory we need in our
at
laptop?
least, see here, it is not consume more memory, but it at least I think 800 MB software it is there. But when you
Mm-hmm.
download or install it, it comes to 1.5 GB after installation.
Okay.
But problem is
Okay.
that if your laptop having a SSD, right? Some people's having a SSD. So in
Mm-hmm.
my laptop, I have a 256 SSD there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have SSD, sometimes because of Microsoft SQL Server, laptops are going slow because these
Mm-hmm.
people having older version of laptops, and it will create a problem.
Okay.
So normally in the laptop, you should have SSD 256 also. Whatever if it is small, that is also fine, but it should be 256.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes I have seen some people are complaining, sir, my laptop is getting hanged after installation this. But see, anywhere, whenever you are going to install, not now or after certain days also, it will get
Mm-hmm.
hanged, right? So it is
Mm-hmm.
a minimum requirement. You require the SSD 56. But try it. Sometimes the people's having advanced versions of the laptop and they are supporting the software. Just check it.
Mm-hmm.
If it is not hanging, so no need to buy the SSD. And if it is making hanging to your laptop, then you can purchase the SSD. I think it is not more than 5,000. It is something 3,000, 4,000
Mm-hmm.
price. But you have to, but it is means permanently for your use.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is all about the hardware requirements.
Mm-hmm.
This is the software requirements you have to download till the
Mm-hmm.
next session. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is completely understood, or any doubt? Still, you have any doubt? Any people?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone having doubt, guys? Should I proceed for next point?
So, in you said we need to use Excel also for analytics. So we need to download Power BI software. There is a different software for Power BI, or we can use in advanced Excel only. So
No, no,
there
no,
are
no.
some options in the Excel also for Power BI or data extraction.
No, see, Excel is just source for the
Mm-hmm.
Power BI reports or dashboard development. You
Mm-hmm.
require to download a Microsoft Power BI desktop software. It is freely
Okay.
available on the Google, but right
Uh-huh.
now don't install Microsoft Power BI desktop, because
Uh-huh.
once you complete the sequel, then
Mm-hmm.
what we will do, we all
Mm-hmm.
will sit in the class or in the
Mm-hmm.
sessions, and I will guide
Mm-hmm.
you how to download, how to install it. So
Okay.
it will easy to all peoples are on same page. So it will not making a confusion. So that's why
Okay.
for the simplify, I'm told you that please download these two only.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope guys, no one having a doubt, so I can move forward for the commands. Okay. Yeah. So guys, see, these are the 5 commands. I already told you that DDL, DML, DQL, TCL and DCL. So what is the DDL? DDL is a data definition language, means it simply define the data. Define the data. So before start the commands, I want to warm up with the basic things, which is the data type. Very essential, because without data type, you people will not understand the things. So there are certain data types which are used in SQL. Which are them? First is the integer. Okay. Second one is a data type is a varchar. Third one is a nvarchar. Fourth one is a decimal. Fifth one is a date. Sixth one is a date time. Seventh is a begin. So normally these 6 data type only we are using normally. It is a important data types which are used in daily life. So what is the data type first? So data type means it is a simple, we can say, the characteristics of the we can say the characteristic of the, it is a number, it is a character, it is a date. It will simply identify the character. Got it? Identify the character. So integer, what is mean by integer? How, what means, what is the data type first? For example, let me share my this Excel sheet. Suppose guys, yesterday we have created this table, right? ID, e-name and city. This is the first column, ID. This is the e-name, second column. This is the city, is the third column. If you see ID having a numerical information, what does it mean? Can you write here A? No, right? Because ID generally it is a in numerical information. Suppose you have created, you want to build a house in 1000 square feet. What you will do? You will think, you will analyze, you will think that in 1000 square feet, I need 2 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 hall, 2 BHK, right? 2 bedroom, 1 kitchen, 1 hall. So in kitchen, you will decide it should be there. Certain kitchen sets are there, right? Kitchen trolleys are there. In hall, you will making a some stylish design in your walls. You are making some wallpaper. So what you are doing? You are simply making a plan how to build a home. Same thing. Whenever you are creating a table, it should be in your mind what is the ID column should consist. If you are making a plan that ID, in the ID column, it should be numerical information, means integer information. So if you plan that ID column having only numbers, then when you are thinking or you are planning that ID column should have only numbers or integer, so that column you have to declare as a integer. What is meant by integer? So integer can help you for the numerical. It will allow, simply it will allow the numerical data. means it will allow only 1, 2, 3, dash, 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 infinity. Okay. So in integer data type, it will allow only numerical data. So any limit means what is that? I have simply write here dot dot dot, but it's not like that. It having a limit. What is the limit it has? It can accept minus 31 lakh to 31 lakh data. Means what is it is? Guys, if you see any video, any YouTube session, anywhere, if you join the class, you will never got this information. It is very, very in depth. Okay. So integer, what is meant by 31 lakhs? So I will tell you, suppose I have created this table, and if I declare ID should be the integer column. So in this, it will accept till 31 lakh. So this is a 31, I think, right? Wait, I need to check. Yeah, this is a 31 lakh. So more than 31 lakh, if you say, sir, what about if it is a more than 31 lakhs, then what you will do? So if it is a more than 31 lakhs, then I need to use a begint. That's why begint is in picture. So it can accept the, if your number is more than 31 lakh, then you have to use this begint. Okay, this is also allow only numerical data. Begint also available the allow the numerical data. I hope it's clear. Any doubt, guys, for this? Silence means I am understanding that you people are understood everything. Okay. And if you have any doubt, please unmute yourself and you can ask.
Sir, can
Because, hmm,
this second one?
sorry, Nirmala.
Can you repeat this one? Allow numerical data, the second one.
Yeah, I'll tell you. What happened? Suppose you have designed one table, right? Or I'm taking one more table. Don't worry. Suppose you have created one table like this. Here you have created a define the this is a roll number. You are creating a one student table, roll number and student name, yes name. So what you will think, roll number should be integer, right? What is meant by integer? It will allow only numerical values. You can't miss, if you declare this integer, it will not accept any alphabetical character A, B, C, D. It will not allow. So what it will allow? It will allow only numerical data, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Okay, but what happened in, if you declare this integer, it having some limits. What is the limit? It can allow only 31 lakhs. It can store up to the 31 lakhs data. 31 lakhs data means in this row, in this field, it can only store up to 31 lakh. So you will say, sir, what happened if I am writing here 40 lakh? What happened? How I can store this value? So for this data, you have to declare as a, this ID column is a begint. That is only I am writing here. If in the field or in particular row on that particular field, you know that your value might be more than 31 lakhs, then you have to declare as a begint.
Clear, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And integer, it is a range from minus 31 to plus 30. I hope it's clear. Now I will start for the next data type. It is a varchar. What is a varchar? Varchar, it allows integer. Actually, it will enclose in single quotes. Varchar always enclose in single quotes. What it will allows? It will allows integer, numbers, dates, alphabets, special characters. These all they will allow. Means how? How you are saying? You can ask, sir. You are talking like if it is also consisting the integer, then why we are not simply use a varchar? Why we are using integer or begin? Normally, guys, it is enclosed in the single quotes. How the single quotes? Single quotes means this one. So this whatever you are writing, it should be enclosed in the single quotes. Means if you want to write a number, you have to simply write here like that. If you want to write a special character, you have to write like this. It is acceptable. Varchar can store. But what is this? Why I have written here 20? It is just example. You can write anything. Maximum size is 4,000. Sorry, 8,000. Sorry. It's my bad. Maximum size is 8,000 for varchar. Means what? Here in varchar, I can write up to 8,000. I can't write there 8,001 because in that it will not allow. It is a standard syntax. It can the maximum size is a 1. By default, if I'm not writing anything, if I simply write this only varchar, is it giving me error? No, it will not give me error, but by default it will take as a 1. Means in varchar, suppose I forgot to write this, only this thing I have written varchar. By default, it will take as a 1. Only means what is meant by 1? Means suppose here, if you write here varchar, only varchar, and you want to store here Vishal. So it will store only V. It will not store my whole name Vishal. It will store only V. If I return here 220, so it can store up to the 20 characters. Vishal, like this 20 characters it can accept. So you will ask, sir, why we are writing 20 only? Why we are not writing 100 or 150 or 200? It depends on you. It depends on your requirement. You can write 200, 2000, 250, 300, 1500. It depends on the requirement. It's not an issue. You can write 2000 also. It's not an issue. But maximum, how much you can write? You can write 8,000, not more than that. So what mean by 8,000? So in this one cell, it can store up to the 8,000 characters. So it might be the facial character, it might be alphabets, it might be numbers, it might be facial characters. So this is the varchar. I hope it's clear, guys. So by default, it is a 1. Maximum size is 8,000. It will accept the numbers, dates, alphabets, special characters. Okay, and it will always enclose with the single quotes. This is a single quotes. I hope it's clear. Any doubt in this? Okay, I will start for next. Now, next is a n varchar. What is a n varchar? It is similar with varchar. Means what? Similar means in n varchar, it also have to enclose in single quote. It always enclose with single quote. It will also allow special characters. This thing. Same rule. There is nothing change. Then n varchar is same, varchar is same. Then what is the difference? Why they have created two? So normally varchar for the any character or any alphabet stored, it will take 1 byte memory, 1 byte memory. Whereas if you declare as a n varchar, it will take as a 2 byte memory for a single alphabet, for a single alphabet or single character. There is one more another difference. It is a Unicode and non-Unicode, but it will make a confusion. Simply what you have to keep in mind, it has to, in n varchar, it will store, it will take 2 byte memory. It will take 1 byte memory for single characters. Then what is the maximum size here? So maximum size is 4000 because it will take a 2. So maximum size is 4000. Okay. N varchar and this clear. It will take a 2 bytes. What is the difference? It will take a 2 byte. It will take a 1 byte memory. Norm and all are same. It will also accept integer numbers, dates, alphabet, special characters. It always enclosed with the single quotes.
Sir, where do we use varchar and n-varchar then?
Normally, when you required, it's not actually that a special case. Okay. So wherever your memory is concerned, you have a less memory. That time you can use a varchar. And there is one more point is a Unicode and non-Unicode values. So when it is a Unicode values, you can use a varchar. When it is a non-Unicode, it is a n varchar. But I'm not using this point because people mostly confuse this. So you will see, sir, what is Unicode, what is not Unicode, and it is very complication. So don't make a complication. You can declare varchar or n varchar. It doesn't having any issue. But simply, if you have less memory, you can use varchar. If your memory is not concerned, you are simply using for the practice purpose. Normally, you can use a varchar. It is not an issue. Okay. So for practice purpose, you can use. But for in projects, normally people are using varchar only. Okay. Now, decimal. Decimal, it is, right? Suppose 10.20 or 100.20. It is a decimal. So it will allows decimal numbers. Only decimal number, not integers. Actually, it allows the integers also, but finally output you will getting in decimal point. So in decimal, it will take a 2 argument. Always 2 argument. It's not like 10,2. It will take any. So what is the first argument? What is the 10? I'm just giving an example. Don't take it every time. You will say in the interview that sir 10, 10, 10. Not 10. It is just for example. This is a total length or length of the numbers before and after decimal. Means what? Suppose you have a number like this, 20,678, like this, and this 56. Suppose you have to store this number. How much numbers it is consisting? 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dot is also number, right? 10, 11, and 12. So in this total number size means the numbers, the length of this number, it is a 12, right? 2, 0, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. So including this dot, it will consist of 12 numbers, right? So if you write here 10 comma 2, it will not store this big number. So if you have idea that in your column, the numbers will be big, you can simply write here, instead of 10, you can write 20, 30, 40, whatever you want. There's not any limitation. You can simply write 20, 25, anything. And what is mean by comma? Comma 2. Comma 2 is simply for the number of decimal after number of digit after decimal. Number of digit after decimal. Means here it is a 2. What is meant by 2? It will consist 5, 6. If I write here 3, what happened? 5, 6, 0. If I write here 4, it will again put up it can show up to the 4 digit after decimal. I hope it's clear, guys. It will allow the decimal numbers. That what is the 10? It is the total length of numbers or digits before and after decimal. And what is the 2? Means it is a number of digit after decimal. Okay. In date data type, it will allow the dates. Always enclosed in single quotes. Always enclosed in single quotes. Whenever you want to write a date, it is always in single quote, and it is always in this format: YYY, MM, and DD. Date is always in single quotes and it is always in this format: year, month, and date. For example, like this: 2025 hyphen 3, or sorry, 4 and 02, like this. And it is always enclosed in single quotes. You have to always write in this format: date. Okay. So it will allow the dates, it will enclose in the single quotes. What is the date time? It is allows time with date. Time with date means, what is the format? It is also enclosed in the single quotes, but format will be like this: hour, colon, minutes, second, and nanoseconds. Got it? So what is the date time? It will allows the date and time with date, or date with time. Anything you can write. So in short, it can allow date plus time. And in this, only dates, no time. If it is a time also, it will simply take it is like that. This is 0, 0. Suppose, means when this happen, you have only date and you want to do in date and time. So it will show like this. And if you only write this date, then it will show this output only. So no need to do this. So this is the date time. So YYMMDD means year, month and dates, hour, minutes, seconds and nanosecond. So how it's like that? I can tell you. See, like this. 4, 2. And now what is the timing? 8, not 8, it is a 20, then 25. Suppose its seconds are the 45 and nanosecond is a 670. Like this. You will get output in this format in date type. So clear guys, in data type, anyone having issue?
So, Vishal, in date and date time, so which one is more preferable? So, usually, what kind of data type we give? Date and time or date only?
Depend. Normally in sometimes in the projects or requirement is you want only date. Why you will
Mm-hmm.
take a date time? So it depends on the requirement. Suppose in the column you want time also with the date. Then that time you have to use the date time.
Mm-hmm.
So depend on the requirement. It can suitable. So sometimes you require the time also. You can't use date over there, right? Because you want time. Because with the date you can only see the dates only, not time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But in the requirement you want time also with dates. So that
Mm-hmm.
time you have to use this one. So based
Okay.
on the requirements.
Okay. And for the time, this is only the set format. Can't we use only hour and minutes? Because
Yeah.
we hardly calculate nanoseconds and everything, but this is the set format, or we cannot divert from that with only hour and minute, or we have to mention every aspect like nanoseconds, seconds.
No, 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 no. It depends on you. There are in functions, we are covering one more topic, Windows function. In that, I can tell you how to make a particular format. If you want to date only hours and
Mhm.
minutes, you can use only hours also. That's not an issue.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
extend
Hours
hours.
and minutes is, yeah, usually fine, I think.
Correct.
That's-
But that
And
is
one more question, Vishal. You mentioned in varchar and in decimal. In varchar, we can use any numbers, but in decimal, you put numbers, comma, two or three, whatever, according to your requirement. But my question is, can we include decimal in varchar, or decimal cannot be included in varchar?
no, you can include. Only it should be enclosed with the single quotes. It can allow. But problem what? If you make it in varchar, it is
Mm-hmm.
simply what system will assume that it is a string because you are making in enclosed in single quotes, right? So for example, in single quotes, let me write this. Where is it? I have not written, huh? Okay.
Like in decimal, we put comma.
Got it.
Can't we do that in varchar? We just put 20 and then comma 4 and 5. So in varchar also we can include numbers and integers. So can't we do in that way, like in varchar, 20 comma 3 or maybe 2? So we can include numbers in that.
You
Mm-hmm.
can do. There is not an issue. It will not throw a error also. But what is
Mm-hmm.
the issue? If you write in
Mm-hmm.
varchar, what
Mm-hmm.
it will think, what system will assume? System will assume it is a string, means alphabets. It is a string now. And
Mm-hmm.
if you want to do, for example, like this,
Mm-hmm.
210.34, it will not make any sense, right? String plus integer, it will not give you a result. You can't use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division by using varchar and n-varchar. For some numerical operation, what you have to do, either you have to use int, big int or decimal if you want to perform some numerical operation. Because of that reason only, we are using integer or big int or decimal because it supports the
Okay.
numerical operation. If you use this thing in the varchar or n-varchar, it will not support the numerical operation. That's the issue.
Okay. Even though we can include number in varchar as well.
No, but you are including the numbers, but it is in enclosed in single quotes. When you are enclosed in single quotes, what it will assume? It will assume it is a varchar or an varchar. And it will think that this is a string. And you can't do addition, right? A plus B. What will be the answer? It is not possible, right? Like that. It will consider that this is a digit, this is alphabets.